What's going on, people? Welcome to another Toronto Hoop Talk live stream. We got a flu game today. We're going to power through this illness. Not feeling the best today, but definitely feeling good enough to sit in front of a computer and watch a game. We're working on the voice not sounding so raspy, but we're going to do what we can. Big up to everybody in here joining the game halfway through the first. 10-4. Slow start for the Knicks. A lot of talk about rest versus rust. Looks like we're seeing a whole lot of rust so far. See my guys in the chat. Big up Jez. Big up Time to Shine. I don't know about you guys. I'm still reeling from the game yesterday. That show was crazy. I feel like this series, having to follow up that series is so ass. Because, yeah, every game this series is going to be the day after the last series. And I don't think they're in a great spot to like do an encore of what that other series is going to do, because Thunder Spurs is going to be sensational hoops. Let me tap in to see what I missed. Lineups and commentary. No. Knicks 0 for 5 from 3. All right. I think they'll. Both teams are getting quality twos, but yeah, Knicks threes will fall. That'll even out. Cavs hitting the boards though. For anyone that's heard me talk about the Knicks as prospective finals candidates, my biggest issue is that at some point Cat is probably going to fold. So, again, haven't seen the game yet. I don't know if that's what's happening, but it could be. Box score. Let's see how many rebounds Cat has. So Mobley has 2, Dean Wade has 2, Allen has 1, Cat has 1. Oof. That's going to be a pretty big deal in this series. Because New York is playing. Are they playing both their bigs? No, they're playing Josh Hart and Cat. So the Cavs front court is much bigger than the Knicks, but also like Josh Hart's the kind of player that Evan Mobley can roam off of, similar to Asar. Not exactly like Asar, because Josh has a little bit more in his offensive bag. But definitely something to watch for is if the Knicks pivot to Mitchell Robinson and Cat to match up 2 bigs versus 2 bigs. And if we get that, then shit. We're going to really get some throwback hoops. Man, all I do is hate watch. Hey, that's honestly some of the most upside of being a sports fan. Being a fan of one team, low-key is sabotage. Oh, man. And that's not to say, you know what? The only time I am that as a sports fan is international football. Other than that, I have a team. Hate watching the Knicks hard this series. You know what it is? I'm kind of hate watching the Cavs, which is separate than cheering for the Knicks, because I don't actually necessarily want the Knicks to do well. I just want the Cavs to have an ass series. But yeah, man, we're here for slander. That's the main thing we're here for. Brunson, guarded by Dean Wade. Okay, so that's a choice, which leaves smaller players on some of New York's other players. They have Max Strus on Cat. That's crazy. Okay, that must have been a switch, because Cat and Jared Allen are the 2 bigs. That had to have been a switch. Strus in the corner, misses. Hart with the rebound. Brunson to Hart. Brunson, jumper, knocks it down 10-6. Dean Wade puts it up, misses. Jared Allen with another rebound. Yeah. Cat is going to have to stop Jarrett Allen from eating his lunch at some point. Oh, man. James Harden playing negative defense. Somehow making it easier to score for Josh Hart. 10-8. Sam Merrill gets some space, picks up his dribble. Harden getting late into the shot clock, somehow gets by Bridges. Somehow gets an offensive rebound. Hey, Knicks, you're going to have to crash the glass at some point. Because so far, that's the big takeaway from what I've seen. The Knicks are not crashing the glass. Cat is in for a fight down there, and he's not up for the fight. Brunson. Brunson has 4 points, 2 for 4 shooting. Mitchell Robinson checks into the game. And lo and behold, less than 7 games or 7 minutes into the series, the Knicks have gone to 2 bigs. Mitchell Robinson subs in. Cat stays on the floor. We got McBride and Brunson in the backcourt. Bridges as the small forward, and then Robinson and Cat as the bigs. But starting out, they have Mitchell Robinson on Max Strus, I guess to help off of Max Strus. Strus is wide open. Oh my goodness, they left Schroeder in the corner. That defensive setup was weird. They were very content to leave 1 3-point shooter. And I get that Dennis Schroeder is usually a fine player to leave open like that, but I don't know if this game has shown anything to suggest that the Knicks shouldn't just try to play one like everybody guards a person to start. I don't think Cleveland has demonstrated that they're so unstoppable that you just have to start doubling people as a default. No way. No way. But Brunson shooting free throws, chance to make it a 3-point game. Knocks it down. Man, MSG looks sick. Like just all the cabs around that stadium, that shot looks sick. Man, big believer of stadiums in the big parts of the city. I hate stadiums in the suburbs. Harden with the ball. McBride picking him up pretty high up the court. Turns it over. Mitchell Robinson with the steal, who hands it off to McBride. McBride finds Bridges. Bridges goes right at Jarrett Allen. Wow. No fear whatsoever. No fear whatsoever. Schroeder steps. Ooh, pump fakes it. Harden to Schroeder. Strus to Schroeder. Schroeder jacks it up. There it is. You leave Schroeder open. He might make one, but the misses are coming. The misses undoubtedly are coming. Brunson to the basket, lays it up, and the Knicks have a lead. Just like that, the Cavs' early lead is extinguished. New York up 14-13, 3:46 left in the first. Timeout, Cleveland. Not like this was the only reason things changed. But yeah, Mitchell Robinson and Cat, definitely the way to go against Cleveland. Don't make Cat have to fight the bigs in Cleveland. But yeah, we have a feel for, I guess, like the first, I wouldn't say big change, because again, 7 minutes into the series. But New York learned that Cat might not be up for the battle under the basket rebounding. They put Mitchell Robinson in the game with Cat, and all of a sudden the Knicks have a lead. But yeah, big ups to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, the basketball season is winding down in the NBA. Obviously, I'm going to be here for as much as I can for the remaining games. I mean, shit, we have literally a max of 20 games. Like, if all three of these next series go to 7 games, there's 20 games left in the NBA season. So, not that many chances to hang out and talk hoop. But that being said, also, we're going to slowly start pivoting towards the offseason and what teams are going to do and what trades could look like. Definitely going to try to dedicate a stream once the NBA Finals is over to like every superstar that has some trade speculation. So we need a Jaylen Brown stream. We need a Giannis stream. I'm trying to think who else. Maybe a Zion stream because I feel like something should happen there. Hey, all good, bro. All good. You don't have to apologize. But yeah, big up, Jez. Crazy game yesterday, man. Honestly, game obviously could have gone both ways. Fine margins. I think there's gonna be a tactical change in terms of how OKC deals with Shea double teams, and how quickly that happens will probably dictate the series. But man, crazy game. We are in for war, man. Piss I missed the second half and double OT. You're definitely in for war. Definitely in for war, bro. Fucking hell. Shout out to H. Shout out to Born to Succeed. I don't think we can play Hardenstein. Yeah, so that was definitely a key because, and the tricky part about that is that Hardenstein is like I would say is like the rebounding force for OKC. So if Hardenstein isn't playing, then how is OKC going to hit the boards? So that's something that they have to resolve and they have to figure out. But I don't know if OKC has been in a series where he seemed as unplayable. Yesterday was crazy, dude. Yesterday was one of the craziest games I've watched in a long time. I would say, like, recency bias, of course, but one of the craziest games I've seen since like some of the Braun Warriors games during the 3-1 comeback. Shit, it might be that. That's the problem. He's a part of our identity. No, for sure. But yeah, for me as well, like, the thing is, at some point, they're going to have to get Shea going, not from a point standpoint, from a look standpoint, because the way that he's getting double teamed is successfully getting him away from his like spots. So of course he's Shea, so he's going to get across the line and get some points on the board, but that definitely has to change. And a part of it is like people have to hit shots, but as we saw, Caruso hit shot after shot after shot, and the Spurs kept being stubborn about about continuing forward. Oh man, Strus. Oh man, you can't be giving the ball away like that. My haters are in shambles, bro. Honestly, very very dark day. Very dark day in the annals of football history. Big up to you personally, but as far as like the club goes, hey man, fucking not checking r/soccer for a long time. Made it a one possession game, then followed up with a great defense and stupid offensive play. I mean, as Brunson gets another bucket. The thing is like that game truly could have gone either way. Like, it's not the outcome of the game that's necessarily that grand to me. Like, I'm not caught up over the fact that the Spurs are up 1-0 because I do think it's going to be a long series regardless. What I'm caught up in are basically just how I feel like for the first game, the Spurs game plan against the Thunder's game plan, the initial advantage goes to San Antonio. So again, playoff series are about a series of adjustments, and we'll see the Thunder adjust and the Spurs adjust again, and the Thunder adjust again and the Spurs adjust again. But yeah, you could see literally as the game went on, eventually Wemby kind of figured out how to I wouldn't even say it's Wemby because Mitch Johnson was successfully getting Caruso switched off of Wemby and getting Jalen Williams onto Wemby. And that had a different variety of bad outcomes. Like, I saw Wemby score on Jalen Williams. I saw him hit the boards and get the offensive rebound over Jalen Williams. There's a lot of ways that could go bad. So, yeah, I feel like I saw San Antonio figure out Caruso. I feel like I saw San Antonio's approach to get the ball out of Shea's hands work. Again, Caruso hit shot after shot after shot, but you can't bank on that happening for a whole series. And if they're successfully going to get Shea to pass up looks, that's going to be in their benefit. So, again, sensational series, but it's definitely Dagnall's opportunity, or Daniel. I think that's the more appropriate pronunciation. It's definitely his opportunity to switch things up. Max Strus is just turning the ball over left, right, and center. Why could I not get this against the Raptors, dog? Bruce McBride almost hits a three. For sure. I think our only solution is Jalen Williams is getting minutes and Chet playing the 5. So you're saying 2 bigs? That's interesting. Like examples where 2-on-1s instead of passing, go for the layup. Hold on. Go for the layup or shooting step back threes on a turnover. No, for sure, man. Chet definitely did not show up yesterday. 1 million trillion %. Yo, I'll be honest. As soon as it left like I put it into the universe, I was like, goodness, why did I say that? I'm so much more cultured than that. That makes me come across very hick. And I'm better than that. I owe myself better than that. I owe you guys better than that. But yeah, man, Chet's at some point gonna have to play better, yes. But I don't think he had to be Superman to win that game. Like in games where Caruso and J-Dub aren't playing that well, there's still Shea and Chet that can play better. So there are options in terms of getting points on the board. But yeah, in that game, he just couldn't play that bad. Like the floor on a Chet game has to get higher. We cannot be having like, I don't know if this is the right, it's not the exact same thing, but I remember seeing some DeRozan playoff games and just being like, fuck, man, you're not going to play well. That's one thing. But the floor just cannot be this low. So different kinds of players, different ways of ending up at that same result. But the feeling is like, fuck, man, the worst case scenario cannot be this bad. My issue with Chet is how bad he felt defensively. Offensively, I can understand, but he definitely looks soft, dude. He definitely looks soft. And again, has an opportunity to respond. Again, long series. Let's see what happens. But there's no way he can go out like this. IMO AC was incredible yesterday. AC was phenomenal. Shout out to Born to Succeed. Also, I believe you're new in the community. So let us know who you're a fan of. But big up to Born to Succeed. AC was amazing. It was more than just shot making. Like he had the big play where he threw the ball off Wemby. We saw him force turnovers. We saw him have great defensive possessions against Wemby, right? So much so that the Spurs made a point to get Caruso off of Wemby. If you talk about just impacting a game in different ways, playing team defense, playing solo defense, hitting shots, providing energy, again, making just winning plays by like securing the possession by throwing the ball off of him. AC was unreal. But like, again, I said it during the stream yesterday. If you're the Spurs and you're getting AC to be shooting the ball this much at the expense of Shea not shooting that much, that's a W. Because AC is not going to make shots for 7 games like this. Of course, like you could see more of this for sure. I'm not saying that this is like a one-off thing, but if the overall tactic from San Antonio, I would say, showed that it worked. But yeah, in terms of AC punishing the Spurs for leaving him open, he punished them about as much as he possibly could. Very poor defensively, absolutely. Yeah, this AC performance, man, it's gonna go down in history. It's a role player all-timer. Lakers fan, unfortunately, but I've been tuned in for a while now. Recently streamed the background. Oh man, appreciate that. We have a handful of Lakers fans here, I'm sure, as you know. You cannot be in the basketball space and avoid Lakers fans. Impossible. Brunson at the buzzer hits back rim. Probably the reason the game stayed close in the first half and in general. Yeah, absolutely. But again, like part of the approach to the game from OKC cannot be, man, Caruso's going to shoot 15 shots. Like, no. We can't be having that. The other thing I would say, though, and I'm going to actually go back to the thing to see if I have this right. But it felt like the Spurs role players hit shots to like a crazy degree. So the Spurs were 13 for 43 from three. What the hell? It did not feel that bad. Okay, but like for example, I'm not talking about the main guys. So the first player, Stefan, Vassell, what did he shoot from three? Vassell shot 3 for 9. Okay, that's not crazy. Keldon Johnson, yeah, 3 for 6. See, this was felt. It felt like Keldon Johnson was having about the ideal game from a shooting standpoint. Champagne, 3 for 11. Jeez, I don't think I processed the misses because it didn't feel that. It didn't feel that inefficient. Carter Bryant, I think, was 1 for 1, 1 for 2. I mean, never mind. I might have to retract what I was about to say. I was about to say that I can see the Spurs role players threes coming back down to earth, but they were not out of this world in the first place. The good thing is I expected us losing game Shea getting the MVP, won't be showing up. So obviously game 2 going to be important. Yep. I didn't see this series being a short series anyway, so you know wins and losses are going to happen. Again, the outcome was not the sticking point for me. It was more just the fact that a lot of what the Spurs tried worked. I think it's more so they hit. See, this is it felt like they were shooting their asses off. So it may have been this, but they did hit threes in big moments. For sure. Fucking 23-16, dog. The Cavs sure love a low scoring quarter. Hate it, dread it. You cannot escape the Cavs' very inefficient quarter offensively and their chaotic quarter defensively. 23-16 is nasty. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a flu game for me. Woke up kind of feeling like ass. About like an hour and a half ago, I was like, do I have it in me? Do I have it in me? But I got medicated up and we're here to stream. So I'm going to be doing this game and I'm doing the tempo game at 10. So this is the thing about this game. Unless this game is like enthralling, like phenomenal, I think I'm probably just going to drop off at 10 to watch the tempo game. And I'll be like on the tempo stream. I'm going to be going back and forth, obviously, watching both games. But like tempo streams just do so well on this channel. So, hey, I missed the last couple. I have to be here. I have to be here. Man, Minnesota and San Antonio cost me the last 2 tempo streams. New York, Cleveland, you do not have that kind of pull. You do not have that kind of sway with me. But yeah. They're interviewing Dean Wade, man. State of the Eastern Conference Finals. We got D Wade sideline interviews. The 2 teams are 3 for 22 from 3. I feel like that's like not even the first, second, or third playoff game I've seen like this year. A lot of just jacking up threes when they're not falling this playoffs. Mobley almost dribbles the ball out of bounds. Resets to Schroeder. Schroeder picks up his dribble. Mobley, fade away. Misses the shot. Damn, Alvarado shooting threes. Chill. That was like a heat check. I feel like he hasn't even been in the game yet. Hey, Deuce McBride, you can't be getting lost like that. That was bad. He went the complete wrong way off that spider crossover. Clarkson. Oh. I mean, shit, he did his job. He did not create a look at all, but the defense was worried about him enough to collapse, and Josh Hart got a pretty good look from 3. But yeah, McBride, dog, it can't be that bad defensively at the point of attack. Alvarado guarding Schroeder, which makes sense because I think Alvarado's whole purpose is to just harass the ball handler. Hart. Oh, that was not Hart. That was Alvarado. Tough floater with the contact. No call. That's a real playoff whistle there because that's a regular season and one for sure. Mobley going right at Cat, scores, and the Knicks bench is signaling for a travel. 25-20, 10 minutes to go. Hart to Cat. Cat, too big for Dean Wade to deal with. Who's the... Yeah, I mean, when these lineups are on the floor, I don't know if Mobley can get switched off of Cat because Cat's going to have an easy time with everybody else. Schroeder from 3. My goodness. See, Dennis Schroeder thinks, man. He hits 1-3, starts feeling himself too much, and now here come the misses. And then Hart makes him look silly underneath the basket. 29-20. Ooh. Mobley to Schroeder. Mobley posting up Clarkson. Spins. Yeah, see, that's the thing, man. Like, neither of these teams can get the big switched off the big because nobody else can deal with them. Yes, sir. Hey, everybody in here, don't even listen to me. Listen to Manj. But shout out to Manj, bro. Appreciate you as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. What? Let me see. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what the hell is going on. Three to 5? Fuck. They went up 3-0 too? That's shit. That's so shit. What pitcher gave up all the runs? Fuck, Cease gave them all up? That's painful. Because it looked like Cease was cooking. It looked like Cease was cooking. But we have a 31-22 game on my screen, 8:23 to go. Shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yesterday was crazy. I had a feeling today wouldn't live up to the hype, and I don't claim to be like a genius for thinking that, but yeah, we have a 31-22 game, 3+ minutes into the second. I think both conference finals go all 7. I mean, yeah, if there's anything Cleveland does, they play 7-game series, man. Toronto, Detroit, doesn't matter. They're going to 7 games. I get the feeling, if I had to call it, I would call Knicks in 6. But definitely possible. Definitely within the realm of possibility. Hart letting out his frustration after seeing Arsenal win the league. Bro, I understand it. I understand it, Josh Hart. Yo, Jez, you think you go down? I don't think they go down, dude. I don't think West Ham gets it done. Obviously, the vibes, the fact that it's going down to the last day probably feels insane for Spurs fans, but I still think they find a way to stay up. Yeah, same. Mitchell loses the ball. Damn near almost travels, and then Keon Ellis fumbles it out of bounds. What a shit show. But I don't think we will win. Will depend on West Ham. I don't think they win either. Yeah, because I think they have goal difference. So a draw putting them up 3 points, I think probably gets it done. Biggest bailouts if we don't. I mean, shit, dog. Like, I was shocked that they got like a permanent manager down the stretch, but I guess out of desperation they had to, and he got some results. But I know you don't rate Deserby. That being said, I think anything was better than Tudor. Who do they play? Leeds? I remember checking a long time ago. Let me see where Leeds is at in the table. I'm sure they're on the beach. Yeah, they can't end up anywhere, but they're still playing well. I mean, shit, Agent Ampadu, I guess. I guess. Yeah. As a wise man once said, the Premier League won't matter on Judgment Day. Man, what's his name? Jaden Ivey did not know what he was cooking up. That meme will go down in history. Lots of hoops until then. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure, man. So like between San Antonio and Tottenham, is there just like a healthy amount of hate for the term Spurs? Is that how it works? Because there's different reasons. But I feel like both are equally frustrating in different ways. But yeah, we're doing Tempo Mercury at 10. So that's in about a little over an hour. Bro, this is a 25 to 33 point game. I feel like I'm not going to feel any ways about leaving this game. So that's dope. But yeah, Tempo Mercury. I'll be watching the game still. Knicks Cavs. I'll be keeping an eye on it. So you guys can definitely tap in if you're still watching this game. But these Tempo streams have to run, man. They go crazy on the algorithm. But yeah, chance to get a winning record today for the first time in their existence. Kenny Atkinson was on the Warriors coaching staff in 2022. Damn. Brunson gets into the lane, passes it off to Bridges. Bridges goes right at Keon Ellis, draws the contact, and there's a foul. Man, Keon Ellis turned out to be a whole lot of nothing. I know a lot of Raptors fans wanted him on the trade market, but from what I've seen, I'm good, man. You cannot take Sacramento Kings productivity too seriously. If a man look good in Sacramento, just assume he's going to be ass on your team. It's a pretty safe bet. Hey, big up General. I did. We talked about this with Peter. He didn't expect them to do it. For my Bebop anime sponsor content. That's lit. That's lit. That's lit, man. We need that. I'm waiting for someone in my life to just catch it because there's a handful of people in my life that don't know that I stream because I don't just share it with everyone. But I'm waiting in life to run into somebody that's like, yo, you do YouTube? They got done by Spygate. But yo, the spy picture is so funny. Southampton spy. Like, bro, what is this? He does not look like a high level spy doing something really, really illegal and having to like be stealthy about it. He looks like someone in the cup chair doing a recording. Like that's what he looks like to me. He looks so casual. Like this is not This is not how you do crime, people. You have to be a little slick when you do crime. Cat over 26 and a half. Both are points, rebounds, and assists. Honestly, I feel okay about you getting that. Worst spy attempt in history. Worst motherfucker in the world. Yo, King, are you familiar with this whole saga?
Um, no. Tell me what happened before I tell you what I've been doing.
Oh, there's an English football club that got kicked out of basically the tournament to get promoted to the Premier League
Oh,
because they
I
were
was.
spying on their
Is that
opponent.
the, yeah, you told me this. I was when the
Yeah,
whole thing
we talked about
happened.
it. They officially got like banned today, but also look at this fucking picture, man. Fully in plain sight, fully recording. Very
Yeah.
out in the open about crime.
So I didn't see a look at this game because I
Yeah.
had stuff to do. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect game to come on at 8.
Yeah, I think
I got feeling the blender because of that's what I meant.
low scoring game, dude. Lots of grittiness. Cavs were up early. The reason they were up early is because Cat was being soft and not hitting the boards, and they were just out rebounding New York. But the second they put Mitchell Robinson on the court and they played Mitchell Robinson and Cat, the game swung almost immediately. And ever since
Ooh, what a
6-1.
three! What time are you at?
23, 22, 21, 20. They also found
I'm
out
at
he they
5:10.
Oh, okay. You're about 5 seconds ahead of me then. They also found out they spied on Oxford and Ipswich. So I heard they didn't win either of those matches. So how you spying
Wait,
and spying is
what do you mean like banned? Like banned forever?
nah, like they're just banned from the tournament to get promoted to the Premier League. So now
Oh,
they're gonna be in the second tier again as OG. I'm seeing replays of OG hit a three. But yeah, man. Apparently they lost all the matches. Not lost, but they lost these two matches they were cheating in, which is crazy, dog. How do you spy and not even benefit from it and not even do it well? Also, I would make the argument that it looks like he's on flat land recording something at the same level. This looks like a really shit angle to even see what's going on. Like if you guys have ever been pitch side watching anything that's happening at the same level, it's a pretty shit view to see what's going on. They're starting next season on -4 points. Yeah, they have to go crazy next year then. They have to go crazy. But yeah, man, crazy picture, crazy outcome. I can't believe it. OG bullies his way to the basket and a foul. But yeah, this game,
the fuck is Suffolk school on? Damn.
I know. Damn, I just saw the score. I guess the Cavs are gonna swish 2 threes in a row quickly. It's hard at I love, but like, what are you gonna take away from that footage? Like, I just feel like the penalty should be harsher just for how stupid it is. Sam Merrill hits a three, making it a 6 point game.
Damn, Brunson.
Brunson steps into a three, rattles out. All right, are they gonna leave Sam Merrill open again? No, James Harden from like 30 feet knocks it down. 3 point game, 38-35. An 8-0 run in 59 seconds. Those quick runs, man. Down 11 to down 3. But yeah, people, we're 4:25 from halftime. Nobody's hit 40 points yet. There's a chance neither team hits 50. We'll see what we get in the second half, but very Cleveland Cavaliers basketball so far. Um, see what's going on in the world of fanspo.
No, it's silly. Yeah, let's just fans vote trades.
So yeah, it's been a while. Actual b-ball question. In that last Knicks play in the post, it was a mismatch between Mitchell Robinson and Harden. And I know the play wasn't for Mitch Rob, but why doesn't Mitch Rob take the inside there in case of a rebound? Okay, I kind of missed this. So let me make sure I have it right. Mitchell Robinson has Harden on him, and they were at the 3-point line instead of at the basket. Is that what you're asking? They didn't win either game unless it was the last Oxford they spied on, which may have won. Drew to Ipswich, though. Nasty. Okay, I feel like this is like the
Jay Big and Giannis to the Celtics.
Hey man, that's the chaos that I think people would enjoy, but I don't see it happening. So the only reason
He gotta be a Celtics fan.
The only reason Mitchell Robinson would be at the 3-point line is to not crowd the paint for whoever is in the paint. So the purpose of what they were doing may have been to clear out the basket for somebody else. That being said, Mitchell Robinson being at the 3-point line is never a good idea. Like, it's not good. That's an explanation, but it's not a justification. It's still a bad outcome if Mitchell Robinson has Harden on him and he's outside. But yeah, it's probably a wasted opportunity. Like I said, that's an explanation, but not a justification. Oh, hold on. Mitch Robin Harden was at the post. So when you say why doesn't Mitch Rob take the inside there in case for a rebound? So when you say take the inside, you mean get on the other side of Harden? Like Harden is in front of him, between him and the basket. You're asking, well, how come he doesn't get on the other side of the basket? I mean, that would probably be the goal. Maybe Harden did a good job of like not making it easy for him to get it like around him. Because the thing is with Harden is that Harden isn't a weak guy. He's fucking lazy, but he is kind of strong. That being said, like again, it may have just been laziness on Mitchell. Again, I didn't see the play. It could have been laziness on Mitchell Robinson's part. Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser to the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, Moses Moody, and the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun in terms of draft picks.
Dear God.
To the Bucks. Because, yeah, Jimmy Butler is just an expiring deal. Moody and Podziemski are just guys. And then the Celtics give up Giannis. So the Celtics, to get Giannis in this situation, are trading 2 seconds, a first, Sam Hauser, and Jaylen Brown. Would I be crazy to say that that's too much for Giannis? Like, Jaylen Brown should be enough. I don't think they should have to do more. Jaylen Brown's younger, under contract for better years of his career. You're going to be paying Giannis into his like mid 30s. I don't know. I kind of think that if the Celtics trade Jaylen Brown for Giannis, that they shouldn't have to pay too much more. Dean Wade in the corner with the chance to tie it up, and he misses it. But Jarrett Allen with another rebound. Cat, you got to stop giving up these rebounds at some point. And a foul on Brunson. Oh, man. $35-38.
Oh God! It's what I think could happen. Actually, no.
Oh, you expected Harden to foul bait?
Yeah.
Jeez, I'm shocked that Jarrett Allen against OG as a possession went well. Call for me? All right, I'll put the word in, bro. I'll put the word in. Hopefully they listen. Damn. Allen shooting a free throw to make it a 1-point game. Oh, okay. Why does he not look on track for it? Hold on. Hold on. 2 and 3. Jeez. As Josh Hart makes the bucket. I didn't know he was playing that ass.
Jared, oh my God, it's Cat. Let's be honest.
Because that's the thing is, Cat's having a bad. Cleveland's having a good day on the boards. But what the fuck was that? You know what? You're right, General. Get that bet out of there. Save yourself while you still can.
Tomorrow, it's time for more cinema.
Oh man, yeah. I was gonna cheese me to miss that one, but fuck, tomorrow's gonna be phenomenal. But yeah, man, if Wemby does this kind of shit he was doing yesterday, there's really just not much you can do. You just gotta hope there's variance in his output and he has bad games. Hart for 3. Fuck, that one badly.
Yeah.
Not feeling this. Yo, I saw so many funny tweets. Hold on. Cavs, Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks and Cavs watching the Western Conference Finals.
Yo, I've seen like 5 of those exact tweets.
Cleveland and New York watching the Western Conference Finals.
That exact Drewski clip.
But yeah, I've seen so many of those kind of. Jesus. Do you guys jog or run at all? Not consistently, but it's in my it's kind of in my routine. Like for example, last week I jogged. The week before I hit weights. So occasionally. Why? What's up? Big up, CP. Bro, if you're the Cavs and the Knicks, you have to watch that series and just understand that the finals isn't going to be good one way or another. So just treat this like your personal finals.
I'm not gonna lie, you gotta watch the second. Damn, even we win, we're taking extreme both next round.
Yeah, bro, just treat this like your big Super Bowl. Make the most of it. You know what? The game's close enough to where we haven't entered bracket territory yet. But if the game ever gets to like 12,
near 20, yeah.
We're there. Also, I'm ending this stream in like 45, 50 minutes to start up the tempo stream. Because, bro, it's 41-42. We're almost at halftime.
Oh,
I'm not doing a tempo stream for this fucking game.
Oh my God, James.
Yo, Jez, you know what I think is a good interval? I think incline walking on it. I don't know if you have like if you just work out like if you just like go for runs outside and shit. But if you have access to a treadmill, dog, incline walking I think is like a good way to like do something that's a little bit harder than walking, but obviously not as hard as running. But yeah, man, that foul on Harden was crazy. Because did they call that?
No.
Okay, that was just
Harden wanted them to call it.
Yo, he passed that ball like Dylan Gabriel because they're both left-handed. Makes sense. Because I guess it's also a seasonal thing. Like I like running outside, whenever the weather permits. Obviously, big chunk of the year that's not really possible. But as soon as it is, man, running outside is a vibe. The series is so dead, bro. This series is like, I saw somebody tweet that it's like the yesterday series is like going to pie, and then this is like going to McDonald's afterwards. Like like I don't know if anyone's had a night out that involved going to a nice place, not eating enough, so then you had to go to McDonald's or something. This is McDonald's. Strus hits a 3, it's a tie game. What the fuck, New York? What the fuck?
Oh, I feel that. What?
New York had a 11-point lead not that long ago.
No, we are not having OT suit of 3. I knew that was gonna be bad.
Yo, there's literally no chance. There's no chance the East could produce any hoops like that. Because Spurs, OKC are literally just the two best teams in the sport. And like, not only are they two of the better teams in the sport, they're two of the better teams in recent history. If you think about it, right? Like the level of play you see from those two teams, um, I would say you probably have to get to like they're better than the Warriors championship team. I think.
Obviously.
They're better. Like I would probably take them over like Denver's championship team, Milwaukee's champ. Like a lot of these teams that we've seen play at a high level, I would say both these teams are better than a lot of them. Like you're just seeing really, really high level basketball, dog. Wemby is insane. Wemby's insane, dog. Jarrett Allen makes a free throw to give the fucking Cavs a lead. My goodness.
Want to do something. Thank God.
Cavs title, it's only because of LeBron. I mean, bro, if they make the finals, that's their best season in the history of their franchise without LeBron. Because the Eastern Conference Finals is the farthest they've ever been without LeBron. I think in like 92. Mitchell finds Evan Mobley in the corner. Pump fakes, finds Spider again. Spider for three, knocks it down. Cavs have a 2-point lead. Oh, then Spider picks off a pass like a safety before chucking up a full court shot that had no chance. So the Cavs somehow scumbag a 2-point lead out of that half. What a shit show of a half. What are the shooting percentages? I mean, 41 feels right. 47, my goodness, that's not that bad. Oh, this is where it's bad. 11% from three. The Knicks are shooting 11% from three, man. They must be kicking ass from two. Yeah, 75% on twos. I must say, I'm not sure if you agree, but I've been disappointed at Shea this playoffs. Even with the double teams, I feel like he's definitely just everyone else. Just like cooked. He's just been okay. No, I said this during the stream yesterday. I felt like Shea sold. And the main reason was like obviously him passing up his shots isn't good in the grand scheme of things, but there were a handful of shots he made near the basket that he missed near the basket that you just have to make. Like I understand why it happened. It's probably because in your head Wemby is lurking, but like you just have to get those looks. The thing is, I do think the Lakers introduced something to get him off of his rhythm in terms of getting the kind of shots he likes. Ultimately, the Thunder are just better enough against the Lakers for the role players to fry LA up. But the Spurs aren't good enough for the Thunder role players to fry them up. Sorry, the Spurs are too good for the Thunder's role players to fry them up. So, no, I definitely agree. I felt like Shea, man, if he made the looks that were there for him, I want to say early parts of the fourth, around in the paint area, OKC probably wins that game. So that was disappointed to see. All playoffs even against the Suns. Didn't have to try hard against the Suns, same as the Lakers. That's the issue. Nah, for sure. That's the thing. Is it's this. You know what's funny? I don't see this in basketball as much. This is definitely a case in football, though. It's hard to go from not being tested to having the hardest test of the year, because that's really what happened. They weren't tested by Phoenix. They weren't really tested in the regular season, and they were barely tested against the Lakers. And now all of a sudden, this is literally the test of the year. So again, I see that in football happen more in the playoffs, where that's kind of the reason a team loses. I'm seeing it in basketball for the first time. Came back like so. This is something actually I was really surprised by. I expected J-Dub to maybe have a bad first game because game ones from injury I don't think always are the most productive. But he played his ass off, especially considering that he had really tough matchups against Wemby. Like, there's not much you can expect from him in those situations, but he did what he could. He had one possession where he forced the turnover. J-Dub did his job, man. Chet and Shea, we simply just need more from you guys. 100 million trillion %, bro. Bro, we're locking that in. I'll make a group chat or something in like July, and then we'll get it going. I don't know about you, but I like doing fantasy football drafts later in the year, like late August. I like to see what injuries happen in training camp, so that the draft can factor that. I don't know about you though. But shit, 48 to 46. What did? Oh yeah, this was the stupid ass Giannis trade. DeJounte Murray to the Pistons. That's not what they need. So I think it's gonna be Bijan because I think that they're gonna throw a lot to their running backs. But you know what? Yeah, bro. Brian Robinson, I don't think is a good enough backup to be scared of. I think Penix and Tua are not going to be good. So I think you're going to see a lot of passes to Bijan, and I think he'll be good for fantasy and for that reason. AR-15 to South Beach. Oh, hell yeah. This is random. Tyler Hero to the Lakers. Tyler Hero, Wiggins, Khalil Ware, and 3 first-round picks. Excuse me? Excuse me? This is like a prime LeBron price. I lied. Not quite. Austin Reeves is not worth 3 first-round picks. Hero and Ware. I'm sorry you had to see this, General. I'm really sorry. Kawhi to South Beach. Fucking hell yeah. You know what? In a weird way, I kind of think Kawhi would be a fit in the Heat culture thing because they kind of don't want the athletes to be like bigger than the program. And the thing with Kawhi is he's literally trying to like he's trying to be bigger than the program in terms of preferential treatment. But I don't know if he's trying to like stamp all over everything else. I think a part of the like defining factors with Kawhi and maybe why like things didn't go the best for the Clippers is that like I don't think Kawhi's trying to lead or be like the leading face of things. Like Kawhi's just trying to do his part and go home. So in a way, I think the fit in Miami would be interesting. I just don't think Miami has a good enough team to deal with the fact that he's going to miss like at least half the year at this point. But Wiggins and Jovic like is not much to trade. 2 first-round picks is tough. But that would be interesting. Oh yeah, Jason Kidd got fired, which was kind of predictable. I think like it makes sense if a GM comes in and brings in their own people. Like there's not a lot of upside to just inheriting what was there before you. Because you might not get credit for it if things go well. And your process is delayed if the coach sucks. Like, like you just waste time at the beginning. You may as well get your person in. You know what, though? I don't know if I rate Kidd as like a serious coach, but I do think that I like his approach to Cooper Flag and Giannis as young players. Because what years of Giannis's career did he get Giannis? Let me do some digging right now. Jason Kidd. Was the Milwaukee coach 2014 to 2018. And then you go to Giannis. Okay, shit. That's basically his after his rookie year. Like in terms of how he dealt with Flag in his rookie year and how he dealt with Giannis in the early parts of his career, I do like what he was as a coach for both those players. And the reason I say that is because I think both the players benefited in terms of growth by having the ball in their hands a lot. I don't think anybody, because remember that whole talk about Cooper Flag being a point guard? I feel like that was kind of getting lost in semantics. The point was is that we want him to have the ball in his hands to kind of learn what it's like to be double teamed, to have to pass out of double teams, to have to try to deal with double teams. Like the point was to like give a person quality experience at something that a crucial part in being a superstar. Like he had this phase. I mean, let me see if the actual term came out with Giannis Kidd point guard. Yes, kids shift to this decision to shift Giannis to point guard in 2016, right? The point Giannis experiment. The point is that just like I think Giannis really developed from the ball being in his hands and being that kind of an offensive hub. I don't think Giannis's game would have been that impactful if he was never good at having the ball in his hands. So from that standpoint, I think Kid is actually a good coach in a very narrow sense. But if you're trying to win, then that's probably not your guy. I'm gonna leave this picture open. It's so funny to me. I feel like Luka getting traded away just elongated his firing. Uh, yeah, man, the guy just had the collected checks to coach bullshit, which I mean, not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I would do it. Wherever Kid goes, Nash follows. Hmm. Benefit of the Bucks bid ass them days. Wonder if Kid was able. Wonder if Kid was able. Uh, this on a half decent team. Yeah, like you know how in football there's the idea of the manager before the manager. I think Jason Kidd, if you have a young kind of superstar that needs developing, he might be the coach before the coach, because it was ultimately Budenholzer that made them a serious team. And in Dallas, it'll ultimately be somebody else that coaches Cooper Flag's contention years. But shout out to Masai, man. Let's see who he hires. Because the Darko hire was hella random. The Nick Nurse hire was very obvious. So I actually don't have a feel for the kind of coach he'll go after. Because Nick Nurse was an assistant coach in Toronto for 5 years. So it was like an in-house appointment. And then Darko was like, I think the Suns? No, the Grizzlies assistant coach. Man, Darko leaving Memphis may have been the issue, dog. Everything was good until Darko left. And then John Morant started ending up on IG Live. Jaren Jackson stopped rebounding. Dylan Brooks started taking worse and worse shots. And Darko was the glue that held everything together, guys. That's what we learned today. Oh, man. But yeah. Let's get back to Fanspo. But no, this is too big of a trade. 4-team trades are like not realistic. I mean, they happen, but I'm not thinking about them. Schroeder to the Pacers, TJ to the Cavs. This is the most like tame trade ever. Very realistic. Brandon Ingram to Miami. Is this about getting a draft pick? Because Gio would love this. Gio would be a big fan. Who won the Bane trade? Fucking Memphis, dude. Like, that value is crazy. Even if Bane helps the Magic be a good team at some point, that fucking the value is just too much. Bridges, Bane, that they really fucked up the 3-and-D market. As a person who likes Trey Murphy, I damn near know Trey Murphy is not attainable for that reason. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be here for about a half an hour more, and then I'm pivoting to the tempo game while still keeping an eye on this one. I have to miss tomorrow's game, but then I'll be back Thursday. Bucks blow it up. Trading for Miles Bridges is nasty. That's a nasty way to start your rebuild. They said, yo, who do I want leading the locker room? Miles Bridges. That's crazy. You know what? This is so insane. I got to see it. So the Heat get Giannis and Bobby Portis, and as they sign and trade Ayo Dusumnu. Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. What is this, bro? They got Bridges and beef stew? What type of roster planning is this? This is not okay, people. This is not okay. In this case, the Hornets trade Bridges, a first and a second for Miles Turner. I don't think you have to trade all that for Miles Turner. You know, this trade is not it. Contender Series, because that's his real profession, dog. He is not a footballer. I saw a hilarious tweet. I saw somebody tweet at Rory Delap saying you should have used a condom, which is so funny to me. But yo, they hate that motherfucker. They just hate that motherfucker, man. And I don't blame them. Shit, I hate him too. I'm so glad we didn't let that fucker score. Nah, man, that's kind of a small W, I would say. Because he's. Don't let the shit guy get something. Yeah, don't give him any reason to celebrate, bro. He should have low self esteem regardless of the outcome. Michael Porter to the Pistons? Next time I see Sean, I'm going to ask him how he feels about Michael Porter on his team. Yo, I'm seeing too many trades with Miles Bridges going to teams in a non-insignificant way. Draymond to the Hornets? Hell no. Two trades involving Michael Porter. Damn. It's a popular guy on Fanspo today. What were your worst takes of all time? Oh, I've had some. One of my worst takes of all time? I think I thought James Harden was going to be trash on Houston. So that's pretty bad. Like I thought him and Jeremy Lin were going to be equal part flops. I was also young, but still, like I was pretty off base about that one. I thought Donovan Mitchell was going to be ass, and I don't think you can say he's been ass. Like I just didn't think he was good. So there's that. Other things I was wrong about. Something will come back to my memory. I was really confident AD would retire as a Laker. I mean, shit, he was probably confident too, man. I don't think you're off about that one. Would never win a title being together. I get that. I probably felt that way too. I felt like they needed to add more. I didn't think they would get the job done, but I also think that like basketball kind of changed a bit. Um, during the LeBron Steph era, like you really needed like a super team to win. That shit is not. It's just not essential. It wasn't essential in the same way for like a 4 or 5 year stretch. With Melo, Russ, and PG. Ooh. You know what though? I was pretty gassed for PG. I kind of felt like he was gonna have some of the best teammates he's ever had. I was a big Paul George fan, like a really big Paul George fan. So I feel like we can be in solidarity there. Oh, I saw this. Oh my goodness. This guy's gonna have a tough time. Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna pivot my thoughts immediately. I think this guy's gonna have an easy time in NIL. But yeah, the Oregon State Beavers men's basketball team got a player named Pateris Pinnis. So I feel like he can get some good NIL deals going. I don't know if Geo is here, but Geo would think of a trillion ideas in 2 seconds for different NIL deals he could get. Oh, OG definitely traveled there, but Cat for 3 misses front rim. Offensive rebound, cat for three again, knocks it down. Basketball recruit, nah, post that. We need that. $50-49. All right, let's see. Oh, what happened here? A lot of bodies piled up. Is everyone okay? Hart's headband is off. RJ Lewis? What? He went from the NBA back to college? Crazy. I'll put this on the screen in a bit, people. But that's wild. This motherfucker went from the Boston Celtics to college basketball. Hey, look at this man's journey, man. UMass to probably San Jose to Utah to the Celtics to LSU. You see, but he refused. Really? Who's the D line coach? Also, I wonder if it was a financial issue because that's the only thing that would make sense to me. It's the new loophole players found. Yeah, I mean, it's literally some of these guys like opportunity to earn money before going to Europe. So I get it. It's just really nasty, man. There needs to be more structure. Mike Elston, okay, I don't know that name, so I don't know. Okay, we're trying to go to college. Crazy, man. Oh, he said he wants to improve more. Well, a humble king. Yo, speaking of unconventional paths, I heard that there's somebody who's going from number 4th overall in the WNBA draft to OnlyFans, and I feel like people shouldn't be surprised, but that's probably going to be a big story. But I saw some things on the timeline and some strong opinions. Hold on, there's more? Cleveland to LSU. LSU is just hold on, this is not LSU? Oh no, it is. Yo, Cleveland is going LSU is going after these pros. Oh yeah, the Brendan Sorsby case is really interesting too. This is actually going to set a massive precedence. Of course, dog. Like it makes complete sense. Like people in that world, ultimately, hoop or not, you're in the business of like getting attention and monetizing attention. Because even if you're a hooper, like you're meant to have social media following and then monetize that. And honestly, like I was just waiting for it to get to a point where that happened because that's one of the best ways to monetize attention. 1,000,000,000,000%. Because he performed well in the combine. A D3 college player. I mean, put that name in the chat. Let's see if I've heard anything. What a crazy picture, man. But yeah, man, this guy. He's going to have some of the craziest NIL deals ever. Fucking, they put this guy. This guy should reach out to Grady Dick to learn how to like deal with what these crowds in college are about to do with his name. Because it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty. But yeah, in this game, we have a 1-point game. I believe the game is about to come back. Yeah, very low scoring game. A very just like it's ultimately again. You have to really like either of these teams to not be disappointed, given what we saw yesterday. Here score Conwell checks Louisville ring Ryan Conwell. Okay, I will keep this in mind. Ryan Conwell. Mobley goes right at OG. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. Cavs keep the ball. Mobley to Harden. My goodness. Mobley loses his footing. Looking like Bambi trying to walk. Mitchell finds Mobley. Mobley from three. Knocks it down. No surprise he has a workout with the Warriors. Yeah, man, they need plug and play players. They don't need long term developmental guys. So that makes sense. That checks out for sure. Damn. Trying to figure out this thumbnail for the next stream. But yeah, 56-51. 5-point Cavs lead. Knicks did a good job of coming back from the early deficit, getting a 12-point lead. But since that point, I want to say that was 38-27. The Cavs are on a 29-13 run. And I'm talking about a run that's at this point spanning like, I want to say 10 minutes. Spider had a good look to try to make it an 8-point game too. This guy's 0 for 3 from the field. Did you end up pulling that Jarrett Allen bet? Hey, man. Wise man. Wise man. (57-51) after split free throws, and then Bridges hands the ball right to Spider. Spider lays it in, an 8-point lead for Cleveland. New York is sleepwalking through this game at this point. It's the largest lead of the day for Cleveland. And yeah, this is not good. This is the Knicks getting a lot of the ball out of Brunson's hands. Like Hart just hit a 3 there, but I've definitely seen Brunson passing up looks at a pretty high rate. Say less, King. Oh man, we're back to the Cavs cooking. Crazy, right?
Too bad I missed it because I have to help my family.
Oh man, do your thing.
Like I'm back, but we got this new TV, and I have to do something to make it work and all that.
They gotta rely on their superstar, man. Mobley gets a bucket to make it a 9-point game, and the Knicks call a timeout.
What sucks? I have to pay $45
for what? What happened?
because this TV doesn't have the streaming app that we use to get ESPN. So to get ESPN, I had to pay the full Disney, get all three in one, in order for him, in order for them to watch this game.
Nasty.
Yeah, so they better be glad I did this because $45 is insane.
Hey man, this guy made it rain to watch the game. I mean, shit, and all that money just for them to score 54 points with 7 minutes left in the third.
Exactly, like come on.
We are in a pandemic. Nasty. Stan Sport and Paramount Plus are the biggest scams. But actually, though, man,
But actually, yeah.
like this, the way streaming, like they are pushing you to find creative ways to watch these games because it is not easy and not nice.
It's like either find creative ways or spend a band.
Yup. At first, then sports. I know. I hate that sports are add-ons for some of these platforms. Like there should just be a place I can go to watch sports.
Please. Like, if I was, I would say probably. If Stream East was able to be on TV, you not know what I would do in order to get that?
Legends, dog. Legends. Yeah. Man. We're gonna need to see how long it takes for it to get so expensive that like the norm becomes finding your own way to watch it. Because I feel like generally, like again, I don't know how it is in the U.S., but in Canada, I can pay for two things, and I'm for the most part fine. But if I have to start getting to three or four, like it might get to zero, and I think that's the thing they have to be careful about because people are going to get to zero in terms of what they pay for.
Oh man, 3 and 4, that's cute. We need like six.
Legit.
And that's kind of like minimum. I'm actually getting sick of it. And what makes this worse is that these players know we need six streaming services, and they
Yeah.
always increase the price. That's what makes me crash out.
I haven't heard anything general. I think it's pretty status quo to whatever the arrangement has been. You need three plus? That's fucked, man. It's not worth it.
And you know what's why I got all this, and I still can't watch a single baseball game if I wanted to.
Yeah, because that's its own world too, is it not?
But baseball is like the worst out of the big four.
They sell shit to Apple TV, which nobody else has gotten to yet for the most part, I don't think. But fucking Apple TV, man. Yo, wait till Apple TV puts bans on a playoff game in basketball. Wait till that happens. But yeah, big up to everybody in here. Again, in about 10 minutes, I'm gonna lock this stream off and I'm gonna start the tempo stream. You guys can still like feel free to watch this game. I'll keep one eye on this game for sure. But
Let's see
yo,
if I can even watch the tempo game with you.
cause dog, like these two teams are not doing enough to fight for my like attention. Like Marina maybe
off.
are right there.
I need another streaming service to. I'm not doing it.
All good, bro. You can just watch this game. We're good.
Yeah.
Tempo. That was pretty sports. It's sickening. Damn. Stopped watching for a bit. You didn't miss anything, dog. You really didn't miss anything. It's been a very like plundering, slow game. Final chance at a title run. I well, what is that based on? Because I think that they'll be fine in the East for a couple more years. But from a, like, put it this way, I think the Spurs and the Thunder are only going to get better, right? Because the Thunder still have draft picks to trade to try to make the roster better. The Thunder are going to just get. Oh, sorry, the Spurs are only going to get older, and like their players are going to get better. They also have, I believe, some picks to maybe like improve what their roster looks like. Like Spurs and Thunder are only going to get better. So from that standpoint, I get that part, but they're
But
going to.
also, I think it's the same. Like this is the easiest the East has been. New York should be absolutely dominating and have an easy finals run. The
Right.
fact that the Cavs are going to steal Game 1 at this rate is embarrassing.
I mean, yeah, man, we better see game two look different, and then they can at least say like, "Oh, it was a rust thing." But um,
Yeah.
so
'Cause
far, like, if they come out and it's not that good next game either, then yeah, like, struggling against Cleveland is embarrassing. Shout out to Cleveland though, man. They took a lot of slander for having a really expensive roster. If they go to the finals, then like at least some embarrassment is mitigated. That being said, they're still kind of fucked, but at least they didn't get bounced in the first round. That was like kind of on the table for like 40 minutes. No, I didn't see that, but that's wild. That's wild, man. Go get another marquee chip.
Man, I forgot Clarkson's on the Knicks.
Yeah. This team will become more expensive and older. That too. Even Mara ain't worth trading up by more. Yeah, the Mara hype is too much. Like, not entirely against the player or anything, but like, we might just be doing a little bit too much at this point. Mercury. Brunson at the free throw line. Obviously, this game isn't necessarily over. 10-point runs happen quickly, but in a game like this that's as low scoring and as slow as this, I mean, yeah, it might take 3-4 minutes to get a 10-point run, but still over 17 minutes of basketball left. But yeah, I'm setting up this tempo thumbnail, dog. We're about to pivot to that game quick times.
Oh, you going ahead. I'll still watch this because
Yeah,
I really have nothing left. So I'll tell you what happens if this gets
Oh
into
yeah,
a
for
point.
sure. No, come hang out, bro. We're still gonna have one eye on this game.
Yeah,
The point is, bro, we need another something else to put another the other eye on to because this game is not living up to it.
yeah. Well, basically, that's the whole game. Is there anyone in the Knicks doing decent?
Let's see.
Because like I have to actually see. I have to unfortunately talk
Brunson
score wallet.
Brunson has 15, but it's an inefficient 15. Josh Hart has 13. Well, 5 for 11. But I would say that again, kind of like with Alex Caruso. If we're getting the ball in Josh Hart a ton and he's shooting 13 shots, that's a win for the defense. Bridges has probably an inefficient 11. No, 5 for 7. Damn.
Man, I can't even. Knicks fans can't even slander Macau. I mean, they probably can.
Yeah.
11 points is still nasty for 5 first-round picks. I'm from the bench. New York, you gotta do something. Man, who is not even playing good?
Hmm.
They got 9 points and 3 fouls. He can cook with no Harden. Uh,
But yeah, people, I got what I need set up. So I'm gonna I'm gonna end the stream here, people. Well, 13-point game, 3 minutes left in the third. We're gonna switch over to the tempo, but again, still gonna have one eye on this game. So feel free to tune in on the next stream for this game as well, if you guys want to talk about it and whatnot. But fuck, man, this does not have my attention enough to not watch the tempo. So that's what we're doing. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and this is a deep cut, bro. I think a lot of people are gonna miss this joke. But yeah, big up. We're out.